G'day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat and I'll be chuffing freezing. It's bloody cold. Where are we? It's, Wednesday. I've had a long day at work. It's been one of those weeks. But what I wanted to do was do a quick update because there's a couple of bits I want to run you through. But what I really wanted to do was pass on my thanks. Now, my last upload had a weird framing bit on that, but my Nat Breaks Bikes 2-for-1 special, I kind of expected to get rinsed, but what I've got is a a flood of love. I won't call this video that because it'll probably get tagged for something, but so much support, and I'm fucking so grateful. I expected to get a lot of abuse in terms of hey, fuck both bikes, etc, etc. What I got was lots of really handy advice. I got a War and Peace from Rick. I got got a bit of abuse for not letting my dog piss. I got Are You Dell in Disguise, which was fucking hilarious. All of which I think I'm getting better again at replying. I got bad for a little while because I got a little bit lazy, but I got better. And the Are You Dell in Disguise from Del Boy's Garage, I think my answer was along the lines of it's a really good disguise because I've embraced my male pattern baldness, not denied it, and various other all and sundries, predominantly being that I don't conceal my mistakes, otherwise my channel would be very short. Also commenting on the fact that I don't delete my comments either. Thanks for all the brilliant advice. Thanks for the support. Blue, I will, exactly as you suggest, just continue cracking on with in the background. He's hidden away out of sight, out of mind. It's too fucking cold to ride unless you have to. And I'm fortunate at the moment I don't have to. So it's just tucked away. On Mick, the 650, a lot of people commenting that the leak shouldn't piss out of air, shouldn't piss out fuel, sorry. There's definitely a carb issue. You are 100% correct, but the carb issue has highlighted the fact that it's just gushing out, absolutely gushing out. A few people saying that helicoil was the wrong repair. I'm calling it helicoil, it's not. It's a solid sleeve, but it's failed. And a few people saying, well, why did it fail? You probably did it wrong. Yes, I did. I must have done it. It's not about the actual repair. It's about the drilling and tapping of the hole for that repair to go into. You probably cocked it up now. Yes, I did. I'm adamant I did. It's not the bit. It's not called a helicoil. It's called something else anyway. I did have a look earlier to see if I can find it, but I'm bugging if I can. It's here somewhere. Yeah, it's not that that's failed. It's not the insert that's failed. It's how I've drilled and tapped the hole to get that insert in. You are 100% correct. I've cocked it up by being a tit in a shed, and it hasn't worked. So consequently, that's leaking. Should be air. It is currently fuel. There is an issue somewhere, and it's the first time that I've used fuel from a tank with a better supply than a slightly codged secondary tank. It's put too much fuel in there. The float valve has probably, or the float has probably failed, or is set at the wrong height, whatever. It's pushing too much fuel through. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but that's fine. What it did do was it indicated what the issue was and where the issue is, and that's the fact that that spark plug hole is just guffing, and I therefore need to replace it. So what? I have replaced it. If I feel like I'm moving around a bit too much, I've got to keep moving on. I'm going to freeze. I've closed the door and put my heating on. It's only 10 to 6. It's fucking free. It is 0 degrees. I know various people in various parts of the world will say, "Oh, that's not cold." And fucking is in the UK. We're not built for it or used to it. The fact that I'm wearing my indoor sliders probably isn't helping, but that's just me being a tit. I have a replacement cylinder head. It arrived today. I have, and it's in good nick. It's pretty clean, in inverted commas. All of the buckets and shims are there. The crank housings are here. Cranks? A crank. I'll call it a crank. Housings are here. For those that watch Motorcycle Junkie, Carl was on about the fact that if you're going to use the head and you haven't got these, then it's a waste of time because it's all drilled through as a one. It is there. It's complete. It's I'm good. Bucket missing there because it's come out. They're all free moving. They all look good from the top. The whole thing looks good from the top end. I have got the sparks out. That took some fucking work. I've got the sparks out. The threads are all fine on the sparks. You can see, what looks like rust. Well, it is rust, but it's not from this. It's rust dust, if there is indeed such a thing. So, this isn't rusting. It's just the dust from being around rusty stuff, which is fine. So what? It will blow clean. It is looking. It is looking pretty clean. The top end looks good. The only resounding issue that I've got, and it was advertised this way, so I'm not huffy. I've got a drop stud in there that I'm going to have to drill out or helicoil in. The amount of joy that I've had with easy outs, etc., I'll probably frankly just drill in and helicoil it. I do have the right size for studs. I could even see if I can seal a stud off to old one rather than buy new. At least one came out when I was removing the exhaust last time, so I'm less concerned. It's a bit mucky, but frankly this time round I'm more about goes to show how much I've fucking learned, doesn't it? I'm more about trying to get it working then looking pretty, rather than looking pretty then working, which I think was one of my fundamental flaws last time. Oh, excuse me. It's been one of those days. It's been a red wine day. So the top end looks fine. I'll just dump you down in a position of interest. I have done this before, but for some reason it didn't record. Or sorry, the battery died. It's so cold. The battery died when it was recording. It's a bit of a crappy old phone. If it dies when it's recording, it just wipes what you've recorded. It doesn't stop it first and then die. It just takes the whole thing with it. On to the side, I'm looking pretty good. For some reason, I've got 3 manifolds, not 4. That's fine. I've got new manifolds anyway, and actually these ones look quite good. So I might see if I can get one of the originals off and make a full set. I don't know yet. We'll see. But looking pretty good from that side. The less good side is the business end, I suppose. Gunky and nasty. Not horrendous. So the mating surface is okay. Needs a bit of a clean off, but I don't want to do too much to dig into it. But certainly the loose bits of the old gasket can come off. I think nylon brush on my Dremel will get rid of a lot of that, but I do have one resounding question for you guys, because you're helping me out a lot, as ever. Wrong. I know what I should do. What I should do is strip it complete, get the valves out, go through the hole, clean off the valves, square that element away, potentially relap them, etc. Now, when this was to the way up and when I had the spark plugs in, I did chuck a load of oil in and it held. So, they are holding air/liquid. So they seem okay. They're just grotty. Now, what I think I should do is take them all out, get new seals, new valve seals for it, strip them out, give them a fucking good clean in various stuff, put them back in, etc., and scrape all these out. That's what I should do. But do I need to? Can I just get away with in inverted commas, with bunny ears, just for now. Cleaning off the outside of that with a Dremel and like a brass brush or a nylon brush or something, i.e. not a steel brush or not a brass coloured steel brush, because it will just take away too much and will abrade it too much. Can I just get away with tarting it up and trying it, or do I need to go full bore? I'm not feeling the urge. I mean, looking at the condition of it, I'm not feeling the urge to have to spray paint it yet. I just want to get to see if it will work, rather than do what I did last time, put in a lot of effort making it pretty and then wrecking that lot of effort while I was trying to make it run. So, what do you think, people? A lot of this will clean up rather than necessarily respray for now. The respray will probably happen later. I just want to see if I can get it playing better than last time. But what do you think? So yeah, answered on a postcard. Don't do answers on a postcard. I'd have to give away my address and it would take forever. Do I need to strip it down, or could I get away with cleaning up and chucking on? Obviously I'm going to have to look at the gaps, at the valve gaps, etc, etc. I've got shitloads. I've got more shims than I can shake a shitty stick at the moment. So I'm obviously going to have to do valve gapping, but do I need to whip them out, give them a clean, etc, etc, or can I get away with, do you think, get away with a surface clean as far as the valves are concerned? They all seem functional, but am I risking too much by not doing that properly, in inverted commas? What do you think? Right, that'll do me. I wasn't really planning an update, but I did want to say thank you. You've all been freaking awesome as ever. The internet can be a wonderful place at times and a terrible at others. But thanks very much for your support and guidance and advice and just taking the piss a little bit, which is always grateful. Which I'm always grateful for as well. Mick gets a garage buddy Friday. The next update will be looking at the buddy and seeing what we've got. That'll do me. Thanks very much, all. I'm going to go inside and get warm because it's chuffing cold out here and my toes are about to fall off. I'll catch you later. Ta-da.